Hello everyone, how are we doing? Nice to be back on a bit of a live stream. Here we go. Thought we weren't going to have any picture there for a little bit. How are we all doing? It's been a wee while since we've had a Wednesday night live stream here on YouTube and here on Southern Cross Station. I think it's probably almost a month since we've been here, so it's nice to be back. You guys keep it down over there? I'm trying to talk. But good to see you all here. Nice to have so many of you here for the impromptu. James, nice to see you here nice and early. Jimmy, welcome along. I'm pleased you think I'm the best. I appreciate hearing comments like that. Very nice to see. Caleb, how you doing, mate? Sorry to hear about your dad. Pleased to hear he is all okay, though. Up from a bit of bruising. It's would have been a scary time, but like John said, right, can be replaced. How you doing, John? Good to have you here as well. Connor Farmer, welcome along. Have you here. Scott George, how are you, mate? Nice to see you as well. Long time no chat. Scott Page, welcome along. Nismo, hello. To see you as well. Jimmy Farmer, welcome back. Mustard Seed, good evening, how are you? Alex, how are you doing? You're currently doing wheat harvest on this map. You know how good it is knowing that no one's going to ask if it's coming to console tonight, because it is out and you guys can all enjoy it. Rowan, hey, how you doing? You're Cooper Farmer, Jimmy Farmer, well, there we go. Cam, you're listening in the back. Awesome, mate, nice to have you here, but it's so good to be back. So, what do we got planned? We are going to harvest some barley, so we've got, I have a look at the map, somewhere over here, it's the active workers, we want to see this one. We've got field 3 and field 14, which is two fields we planted early on. Field 14 we did actually, I can't remember whether we planted field 3 or not, it's been so long, but there you go, they're both ready to go. So I want to get them harvested, and then the fields we lease and own will all be done, so we can add precision farming in, because I'd love to add that in, and get that underway as well. Getting a bit colder. It has been a bit colder the last few days. Nismo certainly been noticeable at our place as well. Playing on console, Alex. Awesome. Pleased to hear that. Stone Cold. G'day, mate. How you doing? Tom Ryan. G'day to you. Welcome along. You played field 2 and 7 together, Caleb. Where's 2 and 7? Oh, why not? I agree. That'd be two good fields to play together. So that's the plan. Anyhow, we're going to get that done. I have got the AGI kit. Literally, I downloaded that. So this stream, I didn't even know if I was going to stream. Literally got home an hour ago. Thought, do I record a video? Do I edit a video? Do I play a different game with some mates? Or do I load a live stream? And like I said, it's been a wee while. I don't know why I'm going this way. I want to get the Green Cup. It's been a while since we did a live stream. So here we are. Good to get back in. Right, let's head over here. We've got... do we just put it straight in the truck over the fence like we did last time? Maybe we'll do that. Let's take the truck down. So I haven't even had a look at the update or the AGI stuff. Literally, I downloaded it and installed it in the last half hour. So we've got that to maybe have a look at. I don't know. We'll see. I did think it would have been cool to actually replace that dryer con with that silo complex with the new one. But I'm also mindful of the fact that we are facing the wrong way. We'd be unloading over the tarp. I get told off if I unload over the tarp, so we'd get a spin around. It'd be nice to replace that and give that new dry complex a go. In fact, we've got too much sorghum in, unfortunately. So the only option would be, if we were going to do that, would be to place the new one down here next to it, transfer everything out of that silo into this one, and then have a look at what it's like. But let's have a look in here anyhow. I do want to have a look at them. I haven't even seen them. Here we go. That one there, I think, is the new AGI one, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. There's the AGI bins. The AGI dry. Oh, it's a much bigger grain leg. That's pretty cool, actually. That's much more like what I wanted to have on this farm originally, rather than that smaller one. 5.5 million litres. How much does it cost to build? $220,000. Not enough money. Maybe we'll sell our crops in the other one and add it in then. We'll see. But some great silos here. Flat bottom ones. What are those? What do they call those? Wedge bottom or tapered bottom, slope bottom. Those ones there. So I do like this pack, and I think it's great that they've added this in. It's very good. Be careful, the update is evil. I have heard the update's a bit rough on some things, so we'll see how much we go. Updates killed 7 of your save games. Did it really? In what way? Stone Cold. I haven't had any issues so far, touch wood. This is the first one I've got into though. I know it had issues with Courseplay and changed some menu settings. Let's just have a look in that actually. I think when you went into Courseplay there was things all over the place, but mine all seems okay. See if we can clear that course. It hates PC. That course. I don't have a look. What buttons press? Much more realistic is 22. I think all the additions I'm making to it as it's going through, Rowan is adding to it. Precision farming is great. I think that's pretty cool. I like the new auger. I'll have a look at it in just a minute, which adds the seed treatment, so you can take grain and turn it into seed. I think that's pretty cool. I did hope that it was going to add in some sort of, you could add a treatment actually going by something by the pallet, treat seed to make it generate more, but yeah. So I have seen some people have had issues and this all looks broken, but mine seems okay at the moment, so that's right. I'm not going to use Courseplay anyhow. Right, get those turned off and we will hide all of them. Love the harvester. Yeah, it's a nice one. It's a custom moddings one. They always do a great job. I think it's a good size for this farm as well. Now, we do want to leave our straw. Got swath turned on. Should be it there. On straw. There we go. Because we'll bale all of this. We obviously have our baler already, so we can do that. No hat today, Scott. No, it's just there. I just haven't put it on, actually. I'm still in my work clothes, to be honest. It's the collar. I'm dressed up for you today. I hope you're not too disappointed. No hat. Pallet increase is a welcome thing. I agree, Noel. That is good. I mean, it's a double-edged sword, isn't it? There wasn't a pallet limit previously, so it's nice that they have listened and increased the limit. I like that they've done it by different consoles too. PS4 is 75 and PS5, and obviously the equivalent Xbox is 150. So I like that they're actually acknowledging the improved processing power on the PlayStation and Xbox, the current gen consoles, and that you're able to harness some of that, I guess. You've got 7 same games, even the games I've been streaming cause of lag, amongst other issues. Interesting. I wonder what that is. I wonder if it's a, I don't know, be a mod doing it. Who knows? I know someone today made a comment about Courseplay being broken and the Giants should have tested it, but at the end of the day, they can't test every user-created mod. The game will work with their first party, their mods, not third-party stuff. But yeah, Mr. Mojo Man, how you doing? Welcome along. A deer, there was a deer. Sheep. Scott, for your benefit, I am enjoying this tonight. Bottle of the Cheetah is a Japanese whiskey single malt. Or single grain, sorry, it's not malt. Doesn't actually say what it is. It does look like it's got a corn logo on the front, but it's quite a nice drop. So that's tonight's enjoyment. I tried it once at a restaurant and really enjoyed it, so it was purchased for me. A little bottle of that. Sitting at home. We are, gosh, we're going to struggle to get around this field without becoming full. This road I just noticed we're almost halfway, almost 50% full, and well, we're diagonally opposite, but we've got 2 long edges to go along here, so I don't think we're going to make it the whole way around. Who knows? How did I get the name Argsy? It's taken from my surname, Mr. Mojo Man. We'll go back and pick it up later, Nisman. You can no longer save the course, Mikhail. That may be the issue people have been having. I haven't looked on GitHub to see if Courseplay updated, but I imagine they'll be pretty quick to do it. I mean, that's always the case. Hopefully, you know, I've said it plenty of times, we're not even, well, we're just over 6 months, 7 months into the game life. And considering the patches we've had and the things I've had to fix, it's been pretty good compared to other games. Dare I say Battlefield? And you look at the release of that compared to so. So I'm hoping my internet's going to hold up tonight. It's been a little bit of behaved lately, so it's always a gamble. It's a lottery. I've fed the hamsters enough or not. Everything seems good so far, so we'll hopefully long may it last. So I do want to have a look at some of the other AGI stuff, because that is the conveyors and things like that. I'm really keen to try actually out the seed treating one. So obviously once we get some crops harvested and into storage, we could potentially keep some, maybe place one of the smooth wall silos down and use that to store some grain in that we're going to use for seed. Would be an idea. We're using Courseplay version 7 and I haven't had any issues at all using it on No Man's Land after the update. Yeah, there you go. I'm up to 15. I think it's the version I've got. No, it's the most recent version I've downloaded at least. I'm not sure if there's another update since. Now, are we going to make it back around to the truck here or not before we get full? They update Courseplay soon, I believe, yeah. I'd say they'll be onto it pretty quick. We were talking about it in Farm Sim Guys Discord. They're normally pretty speedy. To get things like that sorted out. What's my best map for FS22? Big fan of this map. I think this is fantastic. Being a, well, not quite an Australian, being a Kiwi, it's nice to have a map that's close to home and kind of unique to other maps, I think, in some of the landscape and some of the styles. We're not going to make it for this. Right. Let's see if we can overload over the fence here. We can get the truck close. That's set up there. James Bike Workshop. Welcome to the team, mate. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate your support as always. Also, what else is there map wise? Love the love Elk Mountain. I think that is a beautiful map. If you want a map that just looks good and is fun to play, has a huge amount of variety on it, I think that is a fantastic map as well. Green Valley, Nebraska. I think DJ Modding did a fantastic job with that one. Haven't had a chance to play on Middlesburg yet with Nitro Dad. But, it does look good as well. Calmston Farms, of course, by Hocks. Always rely on his maps to be top notch. But yeah, definitely this one's there, and I'm looking forward to Nellie's Creek. I don't know if TJ's going to be in chat tonight or not at all, but the one he's working on in 4X for Western Australia, I'm looking forward to that. The photos he's sharing on Discord, pretty cool. And I don't know if you saw the little video FSG released the other day and I shared on the community, JS mapping, Patriot mapping. Looking forward to seeing what they might have in store, and hopefully between a couple of channels, mine, FSG's, maybe one other, we might get some exclusive news on those in the coming weeks, months, however long it might be. Bet someone's working on, yeah, that's the one, the TJ Farming, I think he is on Discord, on YouTube, his name when he's in chat. But yeah, he's definitely working on one called Nellie's Creek, and I think the guy who made the Ningham Farms map is helping him out too. Pretty cool. Luke's on the same map at the moment. Awesome. I love how many people are able to play it, and I love that it's out on console, and all those people who were hoping it was going to come, and we've talked about it so many times in the stream, are able to play it now. I think that's just that's cool. I'm pleased. I must say, there was a few hints of regret and not jealousy. It was probably jealousy the other way, but I did feel a little bit bad playing on it early and continuing to play on it. I felt was a little bit unfair, but it was nice to be able to promote it and keep it in the public eye, so that when it did come out, people were excited about it, and there certainly was a lot of excitement about that. I figured you should, seeing how much your videos watch, mate. There's obviously no obligation, no expectation whatsoever. Just having you watch and not skipping ads or anything like that is a good way to support the channel. But at the end of the day, I said this before as well, and others will say it, I'm just doing it as a hobby. It's for fun. If I can get a little bit of reward for that, then so be it, but I'd be doing it anyhow. Doesn't worry me. Don't know if anyone caught Kaduk Farms on the Creator Spotlight this morning for Giants. Yeah, I didn't see it live, but I have watched the replay. He did a fantastic job. It's good to see. It's good on PC, it is good on PC. So I'm not actually on the latest version of the map, to be honest. I'm still playing on the version that Hocks had sent me, and I haven't updated. I'm a little bit nervous too. But maybe once we get this this harvest all finished, maybe before we add precision farming in, it might be something we could do is update the map and play on the latest version. Kevin, how are you? Welcome along. Long time no chat. Probably not your fault, it's my fault for not streaming much recently. So, you know, it was good. So, just saying, it's good to see Kaduk on the Creators Spotlight this morning. He did a great job. Not quite next Scott, but I don't have a date yet. But I have been in, or Kermit has been in touch with me, so keep an eye out. He mentioned sometime in June, so we'll just have to wait and see. It's going to be an early start though. It's 6 AM my time normally, so it's going to be a little bit of a blurry-eyed Argsy. Good thing I'm used to getting up early and doing my weekend streams. Still working on the latest version. Yeah, no, it'll work fine. It's just I don't know whether I'll be able to transfer progress if I update it, or whether it'll be a new save. But yeah, that's the one thing I think was the big change Stone Cold Aussie was having the paintable textures. Thank you, Scott. Thanks for that reminder. Indeed, if you enjoy the streams and enjoy my content, please make sure you do hit that like button and show your appreciation that way. Doesn't have to be anything other than that. That is more than enough. Helps YouTube get the channel out there for more people to watch and grow, and keep me encouraged to produce the content. Like I said, I'm going to be doing it anyhow. I play the game, I love the game. It's just something that's going to happen anyhow, so I might as well share it with you guys. Mikhail, you're on work, you better do something for your paycheck. That is a good idea. Don't let the boss catch you. Kubota, yes, 28th of June will be the release date. So another plug, if you are planning, or if you don't have the DLC and you are planning on purchasing it through Giants, you can always use the creator code Argsy Gaming, all one word, to support the channel. Again, doesn't cost you any more, and this goes to show your support for the channel, show Giants that we are a valuable community to them as well. I did manage to reach bronze status a few weeks ago with the partner program, which is pretty cool. I don't know exactly yet. I'm crossing my fingers I might get an early access to the Kubota DLC. I know that bronze partners have got that in the past, but whether that stays the same at the moment or not, we'll just have to wait and see. I hope it comes to fruition. Cross our fingers. The upgraded Southern Cross station grass and trees, added some sheds, lost anything, cost me so. Okay. I'll give it a whirl, Stone Cold. See what happens. Kubota's a nice addition. I agree, Scott. The more I've learned about Kubota, the more promising it does seem. It's, yeah, it's interesting. Good to see. Anyway, thank you very much. I couldn't catch the name there, but whoever that subscription was, appreciate your support. Great to have you here as part of the channel. Alright, well we're cruising along, we're cracking through it. Of course this is the small field. The other one, field 3, much larger. Take a little bit longer. How big is it actually? Double click on it to get the 38 acres versus 14, so 2.5 times bigger. Have to check Kubota out yet. Well, no doubt. I mean, I've already got a lot of it on the website, I think, under the equipment, but you no doubt will be able to catch it on beefs and fact sheets, I expect. Triple H Farms Brad, welcome mate. Great to have you here. Good morning from across the big pond. 3 days away. It's a month and 3 days away, Neil. 28th of June. don't get too excited just yet. It is June. So I imagine there will be some fact sheets and things like that come out before the release of that. And probably a little bit more hype. See. Hey Scott, thanks for jumping on, mate. Appreciate you tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your shut-eye and look forward to catching you hopefully on the weekend. Hopefully we'll get back to doing a regular Sunday morning, Saturday evening stream for you guys too. No worries, Noel. I just wouldn't want you sitting there all eager and then finding it's not there on the 28th of May like you're expecting. This is actually going to work out. I thought it was going to work out, but it's going to work out alright because we can just square this row off and keep ourselves one more big long row, and we'll just run along here and empty into the truck again. It'll be perfect. Happy to have the AGI back. Yeah, I'm pleased. You know, that's an unexpected bonus, I think, that's come into the game, and fingers crossed it bodes well for other brands potentially being added into the game as free DLC on top of the other DLC. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah. Good to have. Sharps, how you doing? Glad the map's out now. So am I, mate. I'm pleased. Pleased it got through console testing. That's really awesome. And I don't know if anyone has seen on Hocks' Facebook page, but he's already got another map in the works, and ideas for a third one, I think. That's pretty cool. I suppose once you've done one map and got all the hard work with the scripting and all that set up and passed as a basis, it's probably, well, don't know if I'm factually correct here, but I imagine it'd probably go a little bit easier. I know with my line of work, if you've done one project, the next one's always a lot easier to do because you can reuse a lot of the information you had. Need to get a bigger second monitor. Can't fit everything I want on the screen. Get around. Nice to see him doing more maps, I agree. He'll be looking good. Is the author looking at fixing the glitch with the southern grammar? What's the glitch down there? No? What's the southern one? This one? What's the glitch down there? I wasn't aware of one. There is, we can certainly let Hocks know about it. Otherwise, if you want to go the flickering, I haven't seen it. Otherwise, you could go on, there's a link in the description to his Facebook page if you're not on that and you're a Facebook user. You could go in and just leave a comment, you might pick that up. Might appreciate knowing about it if you didn't already. Holden for life. G'day mate, how you doing? I am going well, thank you. Thanks for asking. Nice to be back. It's well, the last live stream I did was Ashton Corners with some guy a week and a half ago. And prior to that, it's probably, I'm trying to remember it, but before, if it was before Easter or the week after Easter was the last live stream I did on this. So probably a good month at least since I last did a live stream on a Wednesday night. The flickering's been on the reviews done by FSG. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully he's picked up on it then, Noel. Mirror screen on TV, is that how you're watching this mode? Nice. One of the best investments I ever made was a Chromecast. Just simple things like Samsung. We've got a Samsung TV and it doesn't have an app for Twitch, which is a bit silly. It used to have one which wasn't an official app, and then it got taken down for IP reasons, I believe. But Twitch haven't released an app for the TV, so things like Chromecast are fantastic for that. Stone Cold Aussie, thanks for stopping in, mate. Great to see you again. Enjoy dinner. We'll catch up with you again sometime soon. Oh, fuel. Look at that. Good thing I looked down. Do we have a fuel? I actually have no way to refuel this, do I? No fuel. We haven't put a fuel drum in yet. Fuel tank. We're going to have to remedy that. That will become a problem. Go and have a look. Might have to place down a fuel tank somewhere. Oh, half an hour in, and no drop frames, everything's green, so cheers to that. Cheers to a good evening of YouTube. And good internet connection. Frankie, love the Australian map, as do I. It is fantastic. I've actually been trying to decide whether to carry on with this series we've started, or actually started a new series on it. I think I'm going to carry on. I don't know what I'd do differently if I was starting new. Maybe have more fields. I think we got a little bit bent out of shape because we changed our calendar. So everything moved because we changed our growth and crop cycles and everything like that. I think now we're back into the correct seasonal positions. Should be back to hopefully a bit of normality. That was Taylor. I found a bug that screws up the menus while also using the mod dynamic field prices. Only seen it with this map. Yeah, interesting. Haven't used the dynamic field prices mod, so. Wonder what might cause that though. I think the field pricing, the structure and the way it's written in the XML will be the same regardless of what map you're on. Is that the render? I'm just looking at the swath there on the right hand side. Yeah, it's sort of flickering. It's growing wider as we drive along. It's strange. Alright. Let's get that opened up. Turn the header off. And get this emptied out. And then we need to go and figure out what we're going to do about some diesel. Only happens after you save the game. Don't know why. Bizarre. What's happened there? We've ended up too far away. Just leave that unloading. And double check. Did I put a fuel? Nope. Doesn't look like it. Alright. Best we do then, eh? Where do we reckon? Against the back of this shed? Be good a spot as any. What options do we have? Oh, we've got Out Mountains one. I like that one. Otherwise it's one of these suckers. How much is the Out Mountains one? 5 grand. They're all pricey and expensive. Oh, we put the pressure washer in here, so that's probably a good spot to have it, isn't it? Turn on place anywhere or avoid collisions. Done. Boom. Now, do we buy from that or do we have to fill it up? Silo's empty. It's a trigger somewhere around here. Where is it? Open object options. Is that here? No, it's that one here. No, it's not this one. Where's the buy fuel? Refill silo, there it is. So we're right at the back. 5,000 litres. Here we go. Frankie Jones, where do I get my mods? So, most of my mods are from ModHub, or modders' Facebook pages, or Discords, or itch.io pages. I have been very careful with FS22 in particular. FS19 I wasn't so much. But with the release of 22, there seemed to be a race to the bottom by a lot of unscrupulous people to try and get mods released, converted in that before the modders even had the chance, which I thought was a bit on the nose. So most of the time I try and make sure I'm using the original modder's source. I've steered clear of things like Mod Network and any of those other sites, King Mods, most of the time. Sometimes there are modders who release through those. So if you do your research and find that they've shared it through Facebook or Discord or some other social channel, then do it that way. We've also got, if you type in !mods, we do have a Discord server for links to farm sim mods for 22, and that's basically the modders are responsible for posting their links. So if they want to share a mod with the community, they can do it that way. So that's something we've actually Legion, one of the admins, and myself, he set most of it up, but I helped him a little bit, and a lot of others in the community have helped sort of manage that and run that. We've just ticked over 5,000 members there too, and I think there must be close to 100 modders. It must be in the 70s or so, 70 or 80 modders in there as well. So good community of modders. But I think of the mods we're playing with today, apart from, let's have a look, apart from the truck and trailer there, the Lusty Tippers and the Kenworth, I think pretty much everything is Mod Hub or I'm just trying to think. Pretty much all of it. There's a few things that aren't actually. Thinking the baler's not, the plough over there's not, so a few that are quite like that, but most of them are. Oops. Let's just slow down while we're doing that. Too carried away. Alright, so pick that back up and go and finish this little piece. It was your problem not being able to place items. It was the collision thing. You have to hit the V. Yeah, place. Yeah, basically place. I don't remember what it does. It's basically place anywhere, which was I like that they've added that in, because that was a mod in FS19 to have place anywhere. That's obviously something I've built into the game, which is pretty cool. Bread, hello, how you doing? Welcome. Nice to see you here. This field's not going to take too long at all. Just trying to decide whether we carry on harvesting and leave the baling for next time. Maybe we will. We'll see. We'll see how far we go. And it's taken us a better part of half an hour to harvest this one so far. So the other one's 2.5 times bigger. It's probably going to take most of the rest of the stream to do that. That's all right. What we're here for. And we'll be able to do some baling and straw on that next time. I'm doing well. It's good to be back. I was just saying a bit earlier, it's been the best part of a month since I've done a Wednesday night stream. So it's good to be back. Good to be back here on this map as well. Particularly now it is available for everyone to play on. It's pretty cool. It was a last minute decision as well to stream tonight. Last minute. I only got home an hour before I started, and I'm still in my work clothes. There you go. Hey Matthew Strode, how you doing? Great to have you here. Much as I could love to say I know what you're asking, I'm assuming that's Russian is not up to scratch, so you can use Google Translate or something like that to write in English. That'd be much appreciated. Marty Monster, welcome along. Cool to see this map again. Oh, I'm pleased to bring it to you. I'm pleased to be playing on it again as well. Been a wee while between drinks. So I hope you guys are all doing well. New people who've just arrived, Strody, Monster, hope you guys are all doing well. Anyone else I haven't said hello to, great to have you all here, great to have you joining the stream tonight and showing your support for me, appreciate it. While I'm asking you for your appreciation, make sure you've taken a second to smash that thumbs up button for me. I'm pretty happy with how this is yielding actually, it's going pretty well. No worries. Good luck and all the best to you. Sorry for you. No worries. Appreciate you taking the time to write that in English. Great to have you here watching. I do, if people, I quite often get comments in other languages on videos, I will take the time to use Google Translate to find out what they're asking. We actually had Mark Thor was in Discord the other day and helped someone in Spanish. He doesn't speak Spanish and we must have been using Translate to figure it out, so it's pretty cool to see. It's nice to have a global community, it really is. Morning Pleasant View, how you doing? Gosh, when you say morning it must be early morning for you, is it? Aussie Odd, good morning to you, welcome. Good morning, what are you saying good morning to me? It's evening, mate. Good evening to you. Good evening. Where are you, Aussie? Come on, you must be, you're an Aussie, aren't you, Aussie? Frankie, do I live in Australia? I do not live in Australia, I live in New Zealand. I am a Kiwi. Hey, Kevin. I'm not offended by that. Right. What do you reckon? Are we going to get all of this in... How many passes we got left? Three? 3 passes? All into the hopper in one go? Oh, you're in Montana, Aussie. Ah, well there it is, morning. There you go. Pleasant no hat today. Nah, Scott George asked the same thing earlier. Aussie, I just always assumed you're an Aussie with the Aussie name. Hey, so, riddle me this, are you an Aussie living in Montana or are you born and bred? What are you? What would a Montana be? Are you a Montanian? Are they what someone from Montana is? Montanian? No hat today, no. It is just there. I just chose not to put it on for whatever reason. I felt wearing a collar, still having my work shirt on, felt wrong having a hat. So you get to see my hair that's in a desperate need of a haircut. Wild and untamed Argsy today. You've been called a lot worse. Well, wild and free, that's it, isn't it? How you guys doing anyhow? How is things in the good old US of A? What do I do for a living? I am an architect. I have my own little business here with a couple of staff and we do a lot of predominantly residential work, but do some smaller commercial projects. Schools. I'm working at a church at the moment. Just finishing up a job in a aged care or aged accommodation provider. So all sorts of different things. Tell you what, Pleasant, if the wife came out right now and saw me sitting here with my hair looking like this, she'd say, why have you not got a hat on? Entity, where am I from? I am from New Zealand. North Island of New Zealand, to be a little bit more precise. Retired master plumber, Aussie. Nice. Whoa. Distracted, and we've got crop destruction on. Would you ever go farming in real life? So I still live on my family farm. I grew up on the farm. I'd like to. I'm trying to figure out how we can make it work. My old man's just turned 65, so time and age. So yeah, maybe in the future, see if we can work something out. Am I getting a spotlight with Kermit? Fingers crossed, Pleasant. He has been in touch, and we were talking about potentially at some stage in are we going to go finish it? We'll finish it before we unload the truck. Some stage in June, fingers crossed. We can make dates and time work, so we'll see how we go. What type of farming does my family do? At the moment, bull beef, so beef cattle for raise them to 18 months old, and then they go off to be the meat processors, and dairy support, so grow maize, corn for silage for dairy farms. That's kind of a summer crop. But historically, so when I grew up, we grew potatoes commercially, obviously, and over the years have grown different things like onions. Used to do some wheat back in the day. We've done yams, which I think in the USA are sweet potatoes. What else? Pumpkins. Used to grow a lot of, not your silver or orange pumpkin, but squash, buttercup squash, butternut squash, buttercup squash. Kabocha if you're Japanese, but that was all grown for the Japanese export market. It's quite a dry, sweet pumpkin. Yeah, thanks, Pleasant. Yeah, I'm looking. I should get the chance. I don't see a reason why it won't happen. We'll make it work. It'll just be an early start for me. How many litres is that trailer? I can't recall off the top of my head, but it took what? 3 hoppers? Is it maybe 60,000 litres? I'll have a look when we hop in. What part of the North Island am I in? I am in the Manawatu. We're about a 10-minute drive out of Palmerston North, towards the coast, west side of Palmerston. Slap bang in the middle of the flattest part. I think we're about 20 k's from the ocean, and we're only about 20 metres above sea level, or something like that. Pretty flat. Alright, we'll chop this a little bit, and then we'll go get the piece in the corner, because some Ismo's probably watching, going, you missed a bit. You've got a dairy farm, Frankie. Nice. Whereabouts is that? What part of the world are you in? Go. In Tassie. Nice. One place, the part of the world I'd like to get to, the more I've learnt about Tasmania. Been to Melbourne, Sydney and Brisbane. Plenty of times, but yeah, closest I've got to Tasmania was going to Mornington Peninsula in, what is it, Port Phillip, is it Port Phillip Bay? Phillip Bay? Phillip Harbour? Whatever it is around Melbourne. Right, we're going to do the unheard of and just park the auger over top of the pit there, and we'll just unload straight into that. Unorthodox, but it'll work. Here we go. So there was a farmer in Tassie that I listened to on a Millennial Farmer podcast last year. He grew opium, amongst other things. He sounded like a crazy guy. Love to meet him. He just the stories he had. He ran Port Phillip Bay. Yeah, I knew it. I thought I was close. Yeah, but he had all sorts of things. He ran a drainage business. He operated drones. He had his pilot's license. Sounded like a real hard case. Alright, go take the header off because we're going to go to the next next field. Once we've emptied the truck, we'll take the grain cart this time. Right, fold the combine up. Did that happen yet? We've been to Perth and Sydney years and years ago. I haven't been to Perth. Alright. We'll just get that out of the way so we can go get the truck. Lots of deer around today. Since make them kangaroos. Never made it to New Zealand, Aussie. Ah, no worries. You missed the best part of the world, but anyhow. Look at that, 60,000 litres. Not a bad memory, was it? Just down the road from you, Stocky. Whereabouts are you, mate? New Zealand, I'm just down the road from everyone, aren't I? Alright, passed far enough, but not too far. Anfo GT, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. You used to fly for the US Navy? Oh, nice. So you're a retired master plumber who used to fly for the US Navy. I'm assuming the flying came after the plumbing came after the flying. You're just south at Taihape. Nice. That's not too far up the road. As far south as Mangaweka or not quite? We come through often. We've my parents have a place in Taupo. We've come up and we'll head up and enjoy quite often. So, right, park the truck up and get the combine going. Maybe we'll put the combine on Courseplay actually. Maybe we'll see. We'll see if my Courseplay's working or not. It'd be a good test. What's the truck mods? That is the Kenworth W200. It is by... Someone will correct me, I want to say JMF, but it's not. Someone J something something modding. JFL? Someone will remember. Oh, Udaku. Ah. Home of the famous not them anymore bungee jump. Alright, we'll cut through the neighbours. Much easier. Living the dream, Ampho. Pleased to hear it, mate. Pleased to hear it. Maybe JFL modding. I'll go. On Facebook anyhow, that's where I got it from. But there's a W100, I think, that Carver Farms has been working on, which is pretty sweet too. Sounds very nice. And that is, yes, he released his. Can't even remember where he's released his either to tell you where to get those, go to get those. Alright, let us see. Don't want to squash the neighbour's sunflowers. We can maneuver our way into the header here. Lose a bit of crop here, aren't I? Just a little bit. Does this map work on console? It does indeed, Ampho. It was released... How long ago now, team? A week and a half? No, end of last week, in fact. Less than a week, probably. Last Friday, I think it came out. Console as well. Silly header trailer. What did that do? Yeah, it's very cool info. I'm pleased it made it onto console. Very pleased that it passed through all the testing. Right, let us try and set up Courseplay. You thought it was Sunday? Why? Because I'm streaming. Back to Wednesday nights. Hopefully we can keep this going again. Right, let's create a job here. Courseplay field work. Target position is field 3. Field position. Target. Field. Ooh. Field 3. Start at first waypoint. Let's go generate a course. Working with. Dump that down because I think it's only a 40-foot header. 1 tool, 3 headlands. Start work on the headlands. Headland corners smooth. Field center lands. Roseberry land. That all sounds like exactly what I want it to be. Generate the field course. See what pops up in the background. That looks pretty darn good to me. What do you reckon? Should work a treat. So, jump into first waypoint. I like how they've added this button in here so you can see and hide everything. Now I'm just going to drive forward a little bit to get to that first waypoint. Are we there yet? Here we are. Let's go. I need to change that setting though if I want to keep our straw. So under that's where it's, look at that, that one's broken, isn't it? Straw swath. There we go. Did I get it? Nope. I think headlands tables activate. Oh, so you can do it on headlands or not? I did not know that. Cool. Perfect. There we go. Alright, let's go find a grain cart and a truck. I know for a fact that this combine won't make it around. We didn't make it around the first field. We're not going to make it around that one with a single load. Oh, it's nice to see the numbers of viewers creeping up too as we've been going. Like I said earlier, it was a bit of an impromptu decision to stream, so no advance warning for anyone. So pleased to have so many of you joining this evening and hanging out with me. Nice to have your company. We are going to have to come up with some money though. We're going to have to start making some money off some of these things. We want to progress further. Newell Dane, when is the map coming out on console? It is out. You can download it right now if you wanted to. It was last Friday, I think it was released. So get in there, go jump on Mod Hub, get it downloaded. Make sure you give Hocks a 5-star in the Mod Hub when you're there downloading it. Too often I forget to rate the mods because you've got to do it in game, and I download a lot of my mods to folders before rather than using in-game Mod Hub. I do it through the website. Makes it a bit hard, but yeah, jump in there, make sure you do give it that 5-star rating because it deserves it. It really does. So much to like about it. Now I need the simple inspector mod on. I had that. Would have been fantastic to have right now. I could tell how full that combine was. However, I don't think it's full, but it won't make it the whole way around, so we'll go down and... You know what, we could actually... that would get in the way. I was going to say we could start baling actually while the combine's running on Courseplay, but we could go and bale the other field, I suppose. Let's see. Maybe we'll probably get kept busy enough with the grain cart. Seem to use a decent yield. Yeah, the simple inspector mod I've been using on Deer Creek has been fantastic to be able to keep track of things. I don't have it, do I? Where did I get Courseplay, Frankie? I download it from GitHub direct from the modders. Yeah, so that's getting pretty full already. I think we're going to find it's going to cut in very soon. And it needs to be unloaded. Let's see if I can find a link. Go. There you go. I've just shared that link. That's the GitHub for Courseplay, so you can get the very latest version. In fact, what version are they saying it's the latest at the moment? Version 1.15, which is the one I have 18 days ago. So I think that, well, that was obviously the most recent. Yeah. But yeah, they're forever releasing updates on there. I would expect there to be one, you know, words. I expect there will be one coming out again in the next few days to correct some of the issues which have arisen from the patch. You're more than welcome, mate. More than welcome. I've got a lot of things like that bookmarked, so it's very easy to just start typing in the address bar and it'll pop up. Oh, you haven't cut him very far, mate. You haven't given me much space. Gosh, I can only just get far enough forward to get it in there too. Love this map, it looks cool. Well worth downloading, well worth getting. Recommend it to anyone who wants to try something a bit different. Away from the European and American maps, while there's some great ones in there for both of those. Just something different about this. I don't know what it is. Who have we got driving our combine today? Oh yeah, Murph Hughes. Murph. Gone from playing cricket. Tell you what, he's probably chugging a beer on every unload. Brad, you're going to head out, you got exams in a couple of days, have a great day. Thank you very much, mate. Good luck for your exams, hope they all go well. I'm sure they will. And thanks for stopping and hanging out. Appreciate your support. Appreciate you joining us. Right, let's go over this way and find the truck. Hopefully we can get around there before the combine's full again. Do you like that, Scott? Merv Hughes in the combine. Yeah, see you, buddy. Love the sound when this shifts gears. Hodney, how you doing, mate? Day off work today, so it's time to work around the house. Would rather watch this though, but a day off is a day off. I'll see the rest later. Take care. Hey, thanks for stopping in and saying hello, mate. Enjoy your day off. Indeed, go and do the chores. You'll get in trouble otherwise, I can imagine. I know I would if I didn't do what was on the list of things to get done. But yeah, appreciate you stopping in and saying hi, mate. Make the most of those days off. Alright, let's head down here. Hang a right, and we will just about be at the field. Been a bit of a year for Aussie cricket, hasn't it? With both Shane Warne and Andrew Simons. There's one other earlier, and well, wasn't there? Older player. AL workers. Ah, see, I had this issue last time with Courseplay down that end. Is it the same field? Let's go and have a look. What's the time in New Zealand? It is bang on 10 PM on Wednesday, the 25th of May. Do you know how to get mods from your files to the game? Yep. So, it's the easiest way to describe it. I can't remember where the default folder is for mods off the top of my head. Ron Marsh was the other one that passed away. Thanks, Chubbs. I can't remember the default page for them, Frankie. There's some very good. Just try to turn the wrong button. I wasn't trying to turn the engine. What am I trying to say? There's some very good videos on installing mods, third-party mods, and how to install them. So you've got to find your mod folder. Someone will be able to say where that is. by default because I've changed mine. But you find the mod folder and you just have to drop it in there if you're just using one. I actually use a program called Mod Switcher. I'm actually struggling here. Are we dragging? There's a bit of level difference there on the edge of the field, and that's hooking up the header. That's interesting. I haven't run into that in problem before. They say they're coming through, so hopefully that'll be the last one in a while. Yeah. And Aussie at 7:30 in South Australia. There you go. Oh, there you go, Frankie Jones. Thank you, Regan. Documents My Games Farming Simulator 22 mods. It's your default mod folder. So any mods you've downloaded, you should find in there. Look at this. I wonder if this was fixed. Remember, just to remind everyone, I am playing on a beta version. This isn't the final release of the map. So yes, if you download Courseplay, you should just be able to drop it into that folder that Regan's just shared for you. But I have a mod folder switcher by Sim Game Alliance, SGA mod folder switcher, which is handy because basically it means I can have different mods for different folders for different save games. So the mods I have on this are slightly different. Like I don't have the Kenworth on other maps. There's a few other things, so yeah, it's handy to have. Makes it a bit of a struggle when you want to keep things like mods that you use on every save game, like Courseplay. If you want to keep them up to date, you end up having to download it 4 or 5 times and put it in all the different folders. I think it's worth it. You run it on Steam, so it's none of my files. It should be in the same place. I'm on Steam too, Frankie. It should be in the same default place. Have you downloaded any mods from any mods at all? Because you won't actually have a mod folder until you've downloaded and put a mod in from base game, even from the mod hub. Mod Switch is an absolute game changer. Love it. It's a good A. Well worth it. Yeah, so you should be able to find it in there. I would have thought it would be there, Frankie, but... Cruise control... This combine's really struggling along here, isn't it? You can just create it yourself. That's right, Regan. It should be the same. Otherwise, just, yeah, Google default file path or something like that. Shouldn't be any reason it shouldn't be a different spot, even if you installed it, even if you installed the game on a different drive or something, it shouldn't matter. Right, you're empty. I'm just going to leave you running. Let's go for the drive down here. Hopefully once they get into the field a bit better, it's going to fix itself. What's this paddock? Beets, is it? Bit of beet? Big bit of beets. I say I liked Kermit's shirt he had on this morning on the creator spotlight. Move to the beat. Alright, we're going to have to wait for Combine to get down here before we can get past and into that. So while we're waiting, we just want to have a look at the augers that have come with the AGI pack. see we are. So there's the, let's have a look. So we've got the Westfield here. That looks like one that you can put under a hopper or under a bin to unload from. Not too long, so it's certainly not one you're going to get up over the top of a big bin. Got wheels, 2 options there on the wheels, 30 grand. Now this is the Storm Effects, this is the seed treating one, isn't it? This is the one you can put grain in and seed comes out the other side. Yeah. Let's say that in the description. Conveyor belts. This auger is able to produce seed storage, your grain storage. That's pretty cool. I like that they've added that in. Because often you find, you know, you watch guys like the Welker Farms, they keep a lot of their own seed. That's cool. Longer Westfield one. So I think is it 51 foot and a 10-inch diameter. I think the two numbers stand for. I've got a modded one. It's a modded 137. Maybe not. Don't know. I'm making things up now. That's a nice tall one with the swing out auger. It's just a shame, as a lot of people have said, it's not a drive over one, or that they didn't provide a drive over one. But still, that's still pretty neat to have. Okay. I think it was the backhoe I had in 19, which had a drive over auger option. Pretty cool. Yeah, all very nice. Nice to see though. So it's cool. I'm impressed that they have added these in as mods. Oh, so it actually tells you what the compatible silos are for it. No, but those are just the default ones, aren't they? I wonder if you must be able to use it with the other ones, surely. Wrong, couldn't. Zeke, good morning to you. How you doing? Nice to see you. DJ, how are you, buddy? Welcome. Good morning. Hope you are waking up and feeling refreshed for another day of content creating. Getting all psyched up and ready for that mod release list, no doubt. You've had a busy day or two, haven't you? Mods. Been good. Been good. All good, ready to get the party started. Perfect. Wouldn't expect anything less. It's not running. Alright, well, Common's made it down here. I was worried they weren't gonna get here. They are on their way. Haha, heading on vacation today for the rest of the week, so peace to the mods till next week. Nice. Oh, enjoy, mate. You've earned it, that's for sure. Don't know of anyone who works harder than you do with making your videos. Always impressed. You didn't have to bring your friends with you though, buddy. You did not have to invite them along. Get rid of them. Don't need their company here. So where are you heading? Somewhere nice and tropical, are you, or? You know, you bring people here. Yeah. Not quite the people I thought you'd bring, but anyhow. How do you create the folder? So, I'm surprised it's not there, Frankie. If you're on Discord, mate, you have Discord? If you are, jump on my Discord and we can help you out on that later. It's probably a bit easier if you can send some screenshots or something of what you've got or what you don't have. Convenient spot to park the truck. Means the combine can unload on its way past for a split second. That will create one. Yeah, that's what we've said, DJ. But Frankie says he's got some mods already installed and can't find the mod folder, so. Oh, what are you blocked by now, AI worker? You stuck on just that little bit of a lip there. Hopefully now we've done that first headland pass, we'll be back to good. Wait a little bit. Gum Gum, hello, welcome along. Nice to have you here. Right, we should be. Okay, we can look now. And I waited. We weren't quite past where I thought we would be. Nearest waypoint. Alright, get going. Get going. We got rid of move. Move's gone. That guy looks a bit more clean shaven. He didn't have the move mo. Alright, after saying I wouldn't unload over the tarp, I've gone and done it anyhow. Alright, into it. Into the field. Spewing. Move's gone. Lost him. Where's the good ones? Let's cruise control up. He almost looks too respectable, doesn't he? So I've had this conversation before. Has anyone noticed that AI workers often have clothes on that aren't available in game for you to wear? Like there's some of the female workers wear like denim shorts, which are sort of knee-length denim shorts. I've seen some other things too. Must be Ben Stokes now, you reckon? Was he a ginger? I mean, does he look like a Kiwi? Don't quite see it there, James. Gotta laugh. Be cool if there's some future releases and some more clothing comes out. Obviously they did the farming sim stuff with one of the patches, didn't they? What? One of the free DLCs or something. Too far away again. This tractor's almost too wide to be running with this. I feel like I get too close to the header. Alright, we're cruising. Cruising, should we go a bit of in-cab? Only problem is, you can see alright that way. It's a bit hard to keep going in a straight line. I notice, like, that's quite slow. I can turn faster with my mouse. Oh, too far away again. There we go. Back on it, and neither of my mirrors can see that auger. Far away again. Let's hold about there. Yes, if you want to join Discord, Frankie, and get some help there, !Discord will bring up a link for that. Help you, it'll be easy to help you that way. Jump in there if you need to. Should just be there, I would have thought. And just a reminder, we've got a couple of multiplayer servers as well through Discord. So what are you running at the moment? Green Valley, and we've just set up Yukon River Valley version 3. Is it Yukon River Valley? Yukon Valley. But yeah, we've got that set up as well and going, which has got a bit more options with mining and things like that on it. So that's going pretty well as well. But the Green Valley one with DJ Modding's map on it is that's going real good. Lots of people on it and lots of progress being made. So I was hoping to do a live stream on that at some stage, so get as many members or community members on as we can. Join in on that. Alright, we'll just wait around here for the combine to catch up again. I don't seem to be having the issues we were having before. It's a wobbly grain cart. Thanks for doing the command there, Scott. Appreciate that. Ooh, I'm back too close away. Oh, maybe a touch close. You're right, Ben. You can make it. Here we go, cruising. Always put the hitch on the back of these, but I never ever use it. I think I've ever once towed a header trailer behind the grain cart. Hey Ben. It's like where I live, except the fences look better because I haven't hit them yet. You mean the ones in game you haven't hit? Or when you hit them in the game it doesn't leave paint marks or knock them over? So for it to be where like you live, where do you live? In New South Wales somewhere? Or another part of Aussie that's similar? Snap the wing of the boom sprayer, yeah. You're in Victoria. Ah, there you go. Which YouTube farmer was I watching the other day? Culled the corn star and they whacked their planter on a telegraph pole and put a hairline crack in one of the hinges, I think. Pole point. Hey Crofter, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. You're watching the stream and spraying at the same time. Well, make sure you don't whack that boom on anything then, will you, mate? What are you spraying? What time of year are we? Winter crops? Hey Jeremy, how you doing? Good to see you as well. Welcome along. It's pretty cool how the map sort of, you know, it's called New South Wales, Southern Cross New South Wales, but it does seem to have a bit of a global Aussie feel to it. Simmerzone and Duron on the beach. What is beach? You're gonna have to educate me here because that is not something I've heard of, or at least familiar with. What do I need to Google? Let's ask Google. Need to do what some of the streamers have, and they have a device in the background, and they can ask Google. Beach. Thank you, Jeremy. Argsy without a hat. There you go. Yes, it was a very late decision to do a live stream this evening. I only got home about an hour before I started. I'm still in my work clothes. I don't normally wear a collar for live streams, but I have. You like playing on it, Scott? Nice. It's a legume that we cut for hay. It's high in protein. Ah, okay. So what is that supplied to? Dairy farmers or something else? Cattle farmers? Sheep? Going for dairy would be my guess, but... Looks like Michael Clark. Oh, I look like Michael Clark? Surely not. I'm offended. Or are you talking about my ear a little bit? Are you a little bit delayed, Mustard Seed, and you're talking about my combine driver? Better have a full truck, do we? Do. Alright, well we'll leave that there. Leave the combine going. Formal farming. Oh, you didn't see me last year. James, FSG and I had we did a few videos when FarmCon, Virtual FarmCon was on. We did a little hour-long live stream as a bit of a wrap-up and summary of everything. I think I turned up to the first one wearing a suit and it's nice. Bring the A game. And I think I wore a cow hat to another one. Or I've definitely worn a cow hat to a live stream at least once. Should be putting our tarp on because we're going on the roads. Work your way up to a... Colour's a nice touch. Work your way up to a full tux. Yeah. Just about been there, just about. Internet connection. Do you know what, mate? I have not dropped a single frame. Touch wood, but it has been good. Has been good so far all evening. Which is a relief, to be honest. It was a bit of a gamble. I ran about 5 speed tests before I made the call when I was setting things up. Like, yeah, is it good enough? Is it? Yeah, no, it looks good. So, touch wood, it stays that way for the next 40 minutes or so when we're wrapped up. And it can throw whatever hissy fit it likes. Ignore the stop sign, but I'm going to drive on the right side of the road, which is the left side in this instance. Cattle farmers love it, helps increase milk production. We've just been exporting a small amount overseas. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, like I say, it's not one I have heard of before. So I'm assuming it's like it grows back. Like, because lucerne's a legume, isn't it? Am I correct in saying that? And there's clover? Well, clover might have been a legume as well. Haha, appreciate that, mate. Thank you, Mr. Crofter. I'm not going to grab a cold one, but I am enjoying a whiskey this evening, so cheers to you, mate. Thank you very much for that super chat. Oh, and I'm going to lose control of my truck. Get a cow in here in a minute. It doesn't grow back, okay. Mr. Peter Clark, good to see you, welcome. How are you on this, well, fine Wednesday evening for me? Probably Wednesday morning for you, isn't it? Classic advertisement for drink driving right there. Indeed. Cheers. I showed Scott George this earlier because of he loves his whiskey, but that's what we've been having tonight. The Japanese whiskey. Single grain. It's delightful. Really enjoyable. Good for a bit of a change. It's not a peaty whiskey at all. It's just smooth would be the best way to describe it. Smooth, buttery smooth. Not overly sweet because it's not sherry casked or anything like that. It's a nice drop. Thanks, how are you, mate? Welcome. Nice to see you here. It must be late in the evening for you, is it? Very early in the morning, probably more likely. Or am I getting your geographical location completely wrong and it's a civilized hour? Good to hear, Peter. You do 2 years of oat and hay, then 1 year of veg. Okay. And is that what you predominantly do across your farm? Is it growing hay and that for other farmers, cattle farmers? Hey Saran, how are you? Good to see you. Early morning, 6:30 AM. I was right on my first go. I am doing very well, Saran. Thank you for asking. Hope you are doing well as well. Now I must apologise to you, Saran. I have not forgotten, but I have not had the chance to send you your little Lego guy. So if you've been waiting for him, why he's not there yet? He's still on my desk, but it is on my list of things to do. So I have not forgotten. I will get it to you, as the same for everyone else who are on one of those. So my apologies, but as you would have seen from my live stream and video schedules lately, time's not been a friend in a lot of ways. But good to be back here doing this evening. I've had a blast so far. Mostly oat and hay for export. So where, sorry for 20 questions, but where do you export to? I'm curious. You know, I would have thought hay would have been a very bulky product to export. Best alarm clock I've ever seen, Jeremy. That's golden. I know the feeling though, mate. I do know the feeling. Number of times when my boys were younger and you'd get woken up at a stupid hour because their kids did something and you'd decide to stay up. More often than I'd care to imagine. Right, combine's waiting for us. Oops, I hopped into the truck though. Go around the side of the truck. Tractor. Just gonna look a little tractor. Imagine if I ran a poll on what's why are you watching Argsy Gaming? That'd be one of the most interesting responses. Where's the combine? Well down the other end. Can't even render in. Japan, Korea and Taiwan. Yeah. So when do you pack it in containers then, or ship it in containers, or does it go in a sort of a more bulk, loose sort of format? That's intriguing. I've just never really thought of hay being an export product. So that'd be, I suppose it's in are they in small bales as well then? One thing that, so, saying earlier, my family farm, we used to grow pumpkins or buttercup squash. I can't remember, buttercup? I want to say buttercup, kombucha, which is a pumpkin for the Japanese market. It was grown for export and sent to Japan. And my father was on the squash council, buttercup squash, the council for growers here in New Zealand. And he actually went to Japan for 10 days and went over and met where they exported it to, and you know, met the buyers and met some growers over there. So, you know, we'd grow 80 acres, for example. It'll be done mechanically, so you mechanically plant it, mechanically weed it. The most labour intensive part, we'd occasionally get in hand weed with like a garden hoe, and that was pretty hard work. Or when it's harvested, it's all hand harvested, but by machine. So you have a group of 15 or 20 seasonal workers walking along in front of or behind a conveyor belt, cutting these pumpkins by hand and throwing them up on the belt, and that then go across the top of a sorter and end up in a box, and then they'd be loaded out. So it was hand, but still lots of mechanical. Well, he went to, in Japan, these guys were hand growing they were hand tending their whole crop. They'd plant everything. They'd only have maybe an acre, but they would get out and they would promote the sun growth and everything like that to make sure that these fruit, the pumpkins, had the best chance of survival and maturing, and were just the most perfectly grown fruit. It was just amazing when he came back and described what they were doing for this product. That's my diatribe. You actually catch your live streams more than FSGs because of the kids. When you have 400, they are just 6. One is bound to wake up. 400, yeah, you're a sucker for punishment, Jeremy. I thought 2 was enough. 2 was definitely enough. It's a big hay press in town, and we do their farm work for them. It's all made in big squares. Then they are pressed and packed in shipping containers. Yeah, we should do a small stop motion episode with the Lego minifigures. Have you seen FSG? Oh, did he put his video on YouTube or not? His daughter, he did it as an intro. So when I sent him the minifigures, his daughter got hold of them. She made a little stop motion video using some farm equipment of it. It was really cool. It was very cool. You have to see, I can't remember whether he shared it in Discord or put it on his YouTube channel. But I do think he might have done it as an intro to a video at some stage too. Might have been West Texas, I think. One of our West Texas videos last year. Remember that idiot who ran me over twice? It's been to magistrate's court and he's pleaded not guilty, so we're going to Crown Court. What an idiot. Oh mate, I'm just sorry for you having to put up with all of that. It sucks. And then I told the header it was 40 foot. Probably could have done 41 foot. Although I've probably got to overlap on headlands too. He did put it on the YouTube channel. Thank you, Peter. I thought it was. I'm pretty sure he did it as an intro to one of his videos or something. Or he might have just uploaded it and said, you know, check this cool video my daughter made out. Yeah, I've got Lego Argsy and Lego FSG sitting up on top of one of my monitors. I haven't done it. Should have put them on the microphone. So my microphone doesn't show up quite as obviously the way I've got things set up. Just about finished headlands. Our last headland pass, so it'll be good. Keep going, Combine. Don't stop. Don't stop. Yeah, it was proper good, eh? She did a great job of it. Very cool. Where do you get an AG badge beside the name for chat? So that's for channel members, Jeremy. So anyone who's joined the channel through YouTube. If you're watching on a phone, I don't think that option is there. Can't remember exactly. It must be on desktop or tablet, I think. Can't remember. It was an intro. I don't think he was very happy with his daughter playing with his toys. Quite the contrary, Peter. I think he was quite ecstatic about it. It was pretty cool. I remember he because I sent him the Lego and then he sent me the video. He sent it to me on Discord and said, "Oh, check this out. My daughter had made. Pretty cool." Oh, Jeremy did not have to go and join just to get a little logo next to you. On the phone, it's right next to your name. Thank you for joining. Thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate you supporting the channel. It's fantastic. Like I said earlier, though, just having you guys here watching and leaving a like on the channel and just hanging out and chatting is all the support I need. But appreciate you joining. It's great to have you. Ben, you want to get a PC and start making mods and maps of Aussie stuff. How do you know what one to get? Sorry, I might next one now. You wanted a logo, damn it. Fair enough. Needs must. Needs must. How do you know what one to get? So, Giant's Editor is probably, well, I'm not an expert on this, so take what I say as some loose advice, Ben. And there's better people out there to tell you exactly what would work pretty well. The main things you're going to need, the main two bits of software, the Giant's Editor, obviously one, particularly for map making. You want to get into custom mods, something like Blender, which is a free 3D modeling program. And then there's other things that go with it. You need a photo editing or image software that you can do some textures and things like that with. You know, there's other things, Substance Painter and all of those kind of things which go with it, which I'm not no means an expert on, but sort of want to start out there. I'd be looking at, you know, what are the minimum system requirements for Blender and see what they say. Bearing in mind that you'll be using Blender for modeling, not so much with the animation side of things. Yeah, have a look at what log into Giant's developer network, so you can go to I think it's gdn.giantsoftware.com or something like that, which is their developer network, which is where you download the Giant's editor from. And there'll probably be some minimum specs that I'd suggest in there too. It's not, the programs aren't actually that taxing. I'm running a 3070 graphics card. Obviously that can handle it no problems, but I did have it. I've got it on my laptop, which has got a 2070 mobile version anyhow, and that handled it fine too. So I was looking, I see Coolamon, and we've looked at it before, do some really cool spreaders, and obviously someone's already done the chaser bins, the mother bins, but they do some cool spreaders, but they also do a spreader chaser wagon. So it doubles up as a lime or fertilizer spreader, so you know, when you're planting your crops or working your fields, you can use it for that, and then when they're ready to harvest, you can convert it over to be a auger wagon or chaser wagon. I think it's pretty cool. Can't even make a stick look good. I don't see how those modders do it. Lots of spare time to learn 100% craft. That's probably the biggest, but like I with my work being an architect, I can use 3D software for designing buildings with my eyes closed, but to try and learn how to use Blender is a complete different language, and just the thought process going between how you model a house compared to how you'd model a object for a computer game is just completely different. I tried to use my 3D drawing software to create a file which I could export out, put into Blender, and I've managed to do that. I've managed to get it all textured, I've managed to animate doors. However, the way it exports my models, it triangulates surfaces lots more, so it doesn't actually look that nice, and it makes it harder to manipulate. So I was actually going to go back to the drawing board and try and let Blender a little bit more and play around with that. You can do CAD drawings all day long, yeah. What do you do doing CAD drawings, Jeremy? Yeah, I mean, if you went into a PC shop and said, look, I want something that I can run this on, run this software and that software on, they could probably do the research for you and recommend a system as well. But it also depends what you're going to do. I think like if you were just modelling a trailer, for example, versus a 16x map, I think you'd probably find you need a better computer for a 16 times map than a trailer, because of the amount of information. And you just look at the size of a mod. You know, maps can get up around, you know, hundreds of megabytes, even into gigabytes for some maps, depending on what they've got on them. Nitro Dad's map, Middlesbrough, whatever you want to call it. That was over a gig, I think. You're a mechanical engineer, designing commercial ventilation hoods. Now I'm a systems engineer. Yeah. Very cool. Worked with a few mechanical engineers over my time, doing air conditioning and hoods and extract systems and all of those kind of things. Hope you used to listen to designers and work with them instead of saying, "Nah, can't be done." Always the good ones are the ones who understand what a designer wants to do and figure out a way to make it work or help doing it. Just wondering if you have had it snow wheat in game 19 or 22 on DJ maps. I can't say I've ever had it snow wheat. I seen. So there used to be an issue with FS19 when you added seasons. Which way did it work? There was an issue if you added seasons, or there was two mods or something. If you added them the wrong way around or did something with them differently, I can't remember what it was now. But you get different textures for different seasons, and what happened is basically when it creates a new build type, it allocated it a number, and that number got confused, and it would be giving the wrong number against something. I can't remember how it worked, but no, I never have. I've never had to do that before, Peter. It would be nice to build mods and maps to show people Aussie farming. I agree, Ben. I'd love to do that for New Zealand stuff, but I just don't have the time. Seasons is off. Yeah. You know, I can't say I've had it. Have it happen before, Peter? Yeah, the only time I have known it to happen was in FS19 was with season. What do I think is the most resource heavy texture in the game? Oh, that's an interesting question. Default? I don't think there's any default textures. I think it'd be a modded texture, to be honest. Like some of the, well, for example, the Kenworth mod. So that Kenworth truck I've got, okay, W200 is a almost 200 megabyte mod, but it's got 5 different skins in there, which are about 20 meg each. And then obviously I've customized one of the skins to make it look like mine. Some 3-meter cultivators for DJ. Everyone needs a 3-meter cultivator in their life, Ben. Yeah, I wonder if it should do a DJ branded, the Lizard DJ 3-meter cultivator. All the shanks as his logo or something. It's the same as everywhere else, isn't it? The Aussies just have to work harder because the first half of the day is spent getting snakes and spiders out of the way. My Autodesk user, I am Autodesk crofter. Revit's my mainstay. I learnt on AutoCAD, but then moved to Revit very early on, so I haven't spent too much time, for a long time, in AutoCAD actually. I still know my way around it, and I still use it for, what do I use it for? Mainly for vehicle maneuvering. You can do tracking curves and that on it. Middleburg map eats my frames and trying to figure out what to remove from map. Yes, I have heard it is very frame rate intensive. I'm not sure what causes it either, to be perfectly honest, Jeremy. I don't know if anyone's figured it out either. Very true. And unkidnapping your dog from Horogaru. I was at a quiz tonight. We had a one of our suppliers, our paint suppliers, ran a quiz for consultants, so a bunch of architects there, and we had 6 teams. We managed to come second. Yay us. One of the questions, there were a whole lot of questions, random animal facts, and one of the questions was, how big is a baby kangaroo? I did not realise a baby kangaroo is the size of a grape. It's 2.5 centimetres, or 1 inch. When a kangaroo's born, it's the size of the joey. I had no idea. I mean, it's not going to come down here, is it? I'm going to cut a new. It's going to. Oh, I'm going to unload this. Might just about be able to go and dump the truck. Remove the grapes and olive groves, and that helps a little. But see, that should only impact your frame rates when you're in that area. Like the whole occlusion, culling, and all of the texture streaming and that they were meant to add should avoid having issues with those. At least I thought it was. Who knows? Who knows? You reckon 20,000 litre? That might actually be enough to build the trucks. So yeah. You're an American who's actually been kicked by a kangaroo. How on earth did you manage to achieve that? Did you call it names or something, Jeremy? Oh, there we go. Well and truly full. So yeah, so the skin here, I obviously created this myself. You got the flag and the fighting kiwi up there on the top. That's just I just tweaked one of the existing skins. That's why it's a little bit messy there. You can see on the corner with the black lines. Neat. You had no idea how big a wombat's got until I saw them over in Oz. I thought they grew to the size of a big possum. No, they grow to the size of a decent size of a medium pig. T-Man, my friend, how on earth are you, mate? Great to see you. Hope you are doing well. Always nice when I get T-Man in chat. Must be up nice and early this morning, buddy. What is it? 10 to 7 your time, is it? No coffee this morning. As in no coffee yet? Or you've got none in the house? Currently sitting in the tractor, look at the B double, think I'm going to get rain on getting to it. Oh no. You raced a kangaroo down a back road and only just won. Were you in a vehicle or on foot? If you're on foot, that's impressive. If you're on vehicle, a bit concerning. Oh, yes. Animal Sanctuary volunteered at. Oh, there you go, just a Joey. I don't think you want to be kicked by a adult kangaroo, Jeremy. None in the house, saving it for the missus. Good on you. Well, I've been enjoying a nice glass of whiskey with the stream tonight, T-Man. Been most delightful. Been nice to be back. Nice to see a lot of familiar faces as well. There you go, James. No dodgy alcohol-induced bad cornering that time. I was a bit more cautious. Grumpy girlfriend with no coffee peg combo. You can join me, but it's 11 o'clock here, Jeremy. You know, you just go on my clock. Go by my time. That's the one thing, do you know, I don't know if FSG and I have ever had the chance to share a beer, even via stream. Hey Ben, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Thanks for hanging out, mate. Appreciate you joining us. Safe travels wherever you're driving to, and hope to catch you in another one. Drink driving doesn't get a fusing mouse. Oh, I'm off. Let off then, Ampho. Alright, 10 to 11. I've been going for almost 2 hours. Let me touch and go whether we get this field finished. I don't know if we're going to. Let's see how we're tracking. Look, it's even a right-hand truck. Right-hand drive. That gear lever shift. Can we get another gear shift out of it? No. The only thing using a controller is you sort of flick the steering wheel lots. Flick your steering lots, and it makes steering wheels really jerky. Wondering his map memory sitting in this. I used to get to drive when truck drivers came onto the farm. They used to let me drive the truck across the fields. More often than not, they were sitting in the passenger seat rolling a smoke. Not too much could go wrong. But it was just like this, the old wooden steering wheels. Wood effect, wood panelled, fake wood steering wheels. Good times. Alright, let's get out of that first person. What's cool about FS22 is there are 2 maps that are from our state of North Carolina. So what? It's the Farmville's North Carolina. What's the other one? Was it Greystone, wasn't it? It's Greystone, North Carolina? Was. Oh, that will be unloading. It's part of the tractor. There we go. Currently searching, waiting for new maps to drop. What have you been playing on, T-Man? Any issues with the AGI pack on servers? No, I haven't heard of any issues on servers, Crofter. Not to say there isn't. Can't say I've heard of any. Rockingham. No, I don't know. I don't know if I've seen that one. Jeremy. I'm gonna have to have a look. Farmville. Rockingham. I don't know if I've put that on my map directory. Nobody, hello, how are you? Good to see you again. Great to have you here. Hope all is well in Denmark. The new update yesterday messed up a lot of mods. I say touchwood, T-Man, I haven't had any issues tonight. It's first time I've played though, so I haven't seen anything with what I'm doing on this map and with these mods, so hopefully it's all good. Yeah, so Farmville, Rockingham. Ah, Green Valley. Green Valley. I thought Green Valley was Nebraska. DJ Modding's one. I'd have to go and look now. I'm all confused. Oh, oh. Green Valley is Nebraska. Just look at the map name. Rockingham, isn't it? Rockingham's that's Greystone. That's large H. I'm sure his was the Rockingham map. Greystone. Greystone, yeah. Thought I was right. One of the first mod maps to come out for 22, in fact. Nice little map, actually. I like Greystone. Didn't really get much of a chance to do anything on it. FSG and I played on it a little, but not too much. Ooh, how on earth we got a 10 grand vehicle running costs? What? Ouch. Aussie, how you doing? Evening to you. Hope you are doing well. Nice to see you. Oh, we've got more of those silly people. That's twice tonight. Who brought those ones in? Fuzzy Farming did. It was oh, wait. DJ Modding brought DJ Goham brought them in last time. Thanks for helping, T-Man. Thanks for picking that one up. It's still early. Yeah, I'll let you off, Jeremy. It's fine. I knew what you meant. No, it wasn't me. Just a coincidence they followed you through the door, was it, Fuzzy? Oh, the Go-Go Girls are coming. Yep, are on their way. Slide over just a touch. There we go. We're going to have a lot of straw to bale next time, which will be good. Good task to be doing. The kids are home. I hope not. Kids are home. Oh, I hope not too, Fuzzy. Try to play. Yeah, they're gone. They're hidden. They won't be coming back again, T-Man. The best one with ones like that, instead of timing out, is you go to you click on hide user on channel, and that deletes their messages as well. Yeah, they're on their way out. I'd be intrigued to know their metrics. Like, those people who post those must know how many people click through from a YouTube video to make it worth their while to create these false accounts. I know it's all bots and automated and everything, but I had a scammer ring me yesterday morning at work, actually, telling me that there was issues with my, they were pretending to be my ISP and telling me there was issues with my internet. I detected some anomalies with it and that I needed to be on one of my devices to fix it. They asked how many lights, all these sorts of questions. I just made answers up because I like messing with them for a little bit, but I was at work, I was a little busy. Anyhow, he told me I said I was sitting at my computer, he needed me to do something. He said, can you see the CTRL key in the bottom corner? I said, no, my keyboard doesn't have a CTRL key. What are you talking about? I think he twigged then that I knew what he was on about, because he started to get a little bit rude. He said, well, where did you buy it from? I just said, oh, some scammer sent it to me. Someone told me my internet was bung, and I think then he abused my family and hung up. It's all bots, T-Man. It's all bots. It's all for the clicks. But you're right. It is a sad existence some people live. Oh gosh, had to catch a yawn then. Alright, well, we are just cracking 11, and I have probably a good 15 or 20 minutes to get this finished, so we might save it for next time, I think. Get this tidied up and run out. And then we'll be able to get some straw baled. Gonna have to lift all the hay off the back of the trailer, because obviously I want to keep that for the sheep, and then figure out a way to load that straw up and get it out here. Out of here. So we'll get to the end here, and I think we'll make that do before I do start yawning too much. But it's been good to be back. I've been thoroughly enjoyed tonight. It's been great banter, great chatting to so many different people, seeing so many different faces back in. You try and order fish and chips from the scammer, they sing it. That's a good idea, I like that one. Crumbed fish please. You do snapper or hokey? Do you have a family pack deal? Yes, but as I was saying, it's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed tonight. Lots of familiar faces back again I haven't seen for a while. I've been able to chat, catch up with, and generally just chew the fat and have a bit of fun on this fantastic map, which, like I said, it is great to see it out and about with console and PC players alike. It's been fantastic. So we'll get this ripped around here, and we'll unload the cart, we'll jump over and stop the combine, and then we might actually see, oh, crash counter. There it is. Just ignore that. Nothing happened. Stream had finished already. I don't know what you're talking about. Ah, now I'm stuck. Who's out? Combine. Okay. We can get Ben Stokes. Ben Stokes can retire for the night. I have to remember to save that course too, or we'll be back next time. All sorts of hassles. Right, here we go, that's empty. I'll turn that off. How much is in the truck? 67%, 3/4 full. So we'll put the cover on that so we can leave that. A few grey clouds around. Who knows, it might start raining. Don't think it's forecast to, but you never know. Let's just we'll take a quick look before I do go. Where have we got to with Barley? Almost 200,000 litres today. That's not a bad little job there. June to July. Month we in at the moment? November. So we've got a wee way to go before we're going to hit those peak prices. Same with the sorghum, which is a bit unfortunate. We might have to take out a bit more of a loan. Have we already got a loan? I feel like we might already have a loan. No, we don't. Oh, that's right. We can rip out a bit of a loan and some money that way. The old man had one on the phone for an hour and a half once when I was a kid. Kept going back and forth with questions, stringing him on. Eventually asked the guy how he got his phone number. Last one was Amazon Spring Roll. Yeah. Told it was his registration as Microsoft and ended with abuse when the old man told him his copy of Windows is borrowed. Gotta find me a big map with a town and medium and small fields. Have you looked at Green Valley, T-Man? Got 2 towns. I think it's good sized fields. They might be a little bit big. Hey William, how you doing, mate? I am just wrapping things up. I think someone to Elm Creek bigger. I reckon if you haven't, have a look at Green Valley. Fun morning with coffee, thanks for the stream. No worries, Aussie. John, thanks for hanging out, buddy. Nice to see you. Good to waste the scammers' time, I agree. Info, thank you very much for your company as well. Been great to have you here. Gonna check Green Valley. I reckon you'll love it, T-Man. I think it was right up the alley. Exactly what you want. Peter, nice to see you as well. So, everyone, thank you all very much for hanging out. Been great to be back on the live streams, back here on Southern Cross Station on a Wednesday night. So, pleasure having you all here. I'm hoping to do a live stream on Sunday morning. So, we'll see how that goes. There'll be a couple more videos out before then. So, as always, thank you everyone for watching. Been great to have your company. Hope you have enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one.